It was no fear for us anymore. I suppose, obviously going into play Dublin, it was a huge battle, and we weren't afraid of that. We just wanted to go up and contend, and I'm so glad we did in the end. And I suppose that we look back on it now, and all our game plans and everything that we trained on over not even just the last year, but the last 2 to 3 years since the new management came in, all came into play on that game, and everything worked the way we needed it to work. And then I suppose the management team would still probably look back and see the little tweaks we didn't do here or we didn't do there, but I suppose nothing can be perfection, but we could probably say, looking back now, that game was nearly close to perfection in terms of our set plays, our set pieces, everything we had done and everything we'd worked on over the last 2 or 3 years came into play. And like you said, going up to Croke Park, it was no new thing for us. I suppose that first year when we played Tyrone was we were very awe of it, in terms of going up to Croke Park. But I'm very lucky, and so are the girls, to honour to say they've played in Croke Park 4 or 5 times now, and that's not something you'd ever dreamed of when you were playing your first All-Ireland final back in 2018. So yeah, it was brilliant.
And Monica, I suppose for aspiring goalkeepers out there, what kind of advice could you give them? I think it's not even the pressure on All-Ireland final day, but what kind of main tips could they work on? What is it that brings you to that stage?
Yeah, I suppose looking back on my career in itself, I suppose I'm not as young as the girls out there. As me and one other girl, and we're the oldest, and it took me till I was 28 to win my first All-Ireland. So I suppose what I'd say to them is keep at it and never give up, because I know it's probably a cliche thing to say, but it's so true. Like, I suppose I could have gave up 2 or 3 years ago not wanting to go back and play, and it's probably the most happiest thing and proudest thing I've ever done to go back and play for Meath football, and I've enjoyed every single minute of it. And even nights like tonight, getting to spend it with the other girls here today and got to see all the nominations, it's just absolutely fantastic. And yeah, like what I'd say to young girls is don't ever give up on your dreams, and I suppose one day you could be walking out onto Croke Park and lifting the Brendan Martin Cup.
And Monica, is that something I suppose you relish as well, having that chance to even chat to the other players now that they're not your opposition on the pitch, but you can have a friendly conversation?
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
rivalry is always there, but is that a big thing you're looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, it is, yeah. And like, I suppose you can go up and have a chat about the game and say what's gone well, what didn't go well. And I suppose, like, as you've seen on the day, Dublin were gutted not to win their 5 in a row, and we were just so thrilled to win our first one, to be able to turn around and have that chats and with the girls and get to see them, because you don't get to see them any other time of the year, only when in nights like this. So it's great to be here. Yeah, brilliant.
Well, Monica, thanks so much for talking to us. The best of luck.
Thank you.
And again, all the Meath ladies, I'm sure you're going to be going home with some silverware there tonight.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks, Monica.
Thanks a million. Cheers. Okay.
Well, and it's Stacey Grimes and Cundin and me atá teachtan seo le Train. Stacey, congratulations first of all on winning the All-Ireland, but again, how much are you looking forward to the awards tonight and all the nominations for County Meath?
Yeah, thank you very much. Look, it's great. We're very excited. All the girls here that are at the awards, it's an exciting time for Meath football, so it's really great.
Stacey, there's definitely pressure, I suppose, when it talks about forwards, of the moments, maybe taking a free, taking that ball on. There didn't ever seem to be any fear, but is that something you feel was just worked on throughout the year, especially winning the league, that you just played with that enjoyment that Eamon wanted you to do?
Yeah, I suppose, look, we practiced it for so long. Like, this success didn't just come overnight. We've been kind of going at it since 2017, and we've building. So I suppose the practice really helped us, and when the occasion came up, we took the opportunities, and we obviously did that, so it was great.
I know it can be hard, obviously, looking forward to another year, but there is always that expectation to put two together. The girls spoke about that as well, even when they spoke on the Late Late Show, where they would like to have that's the challenge kind of going with it. But do you feel that as a team everyone's ready to stick together to keep it going? There's a momentum there now?
Oh, definitely. Look, you don't want to just win the one, you want to win more, and look, we're excited to get back into the season ahead, so it's a really exciting times and looking forward, but we'll enjoy our night and we'll look forward.
What did it feel like, Stacey, finally getting your hands on the Brendan Martin Cup? Because I know obviously with all the procedures that were in place it wasn't possible on the day, but again to be able to bring it and show it to family, friends.
Yeah, it's really exciting, to bring it around to your families, to bring it around to your clubs, and see little girls and even boys excited to see the cup and excited, oh, what's that, and stuff like that. So it is really great and it's exciting, yeah.
And how much would it mean to bring home another piece of silverware to add to it?
Sure, look, yeah, it'd be nice, but look, anybody that gets an award will deserve their award, so just going to enjoy the night and see what happens after that.
Brilliant. Stacey, thanks so much for talking to us. Enjoy the night and the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Stacey Grimes ar nó scóirla ítach go chun na mí agus príomh níoscóir na fórne chomá. Well, lumsan is na banisteoir buchach na mí. Eamon Murray, tá sé ítach leir le a ríis. You're very welcome to the Bonington Hotel. How excited are you for the All Star Awards tonight?
It's less than a year now, a lot less than we even won into Meath. So it's an amazing night for me, and something I've dreamt of for years. And I've talked to one of the dads there, Eamon Cleary's dad. I said someday we'll be actually thought it'd be the City West, and I'll sit with you that night. It'll be a very proud night for your daughter to get the All Star. But now we're here. We just cannot believe it, and this is Meath's night. You know, look at.
Eamon, what has it been like in the aftermath of the All-Ireland? Because we spoke to you before, we knew you had the confidence in the team, you had belief in them, but what has it been like enjoying, I suppose, the huge achievement that the girls have gotten now?
Oh, it's massive. No matter where I go, I'm known. It's funny, young and old, and I'm getting cards from Limerick to Kerry to Galway, from all over the country, and like, my kids can't go anywhere. They're being hounded by.
I hope you've had a few cards from Cavan as well. They're not
no,
all
I was down there last weekend now, the county finals, all right, but. And again tomorrow, please God, yeah.
And Eamon, I suppose it does take a few years of building, but you mentioned that the confidence that would have come with the league helped. Did you see that was something that players knew they could perform in Croke Park? They were able to had it under their belt already, maybe without a crowd winning the intermediate, but was that belief something that you thought was key to just pushing them on All-Ireland final day?
Yeah, what meant a lot to me was when we won All-Ireland this one, 9-10 months ago, and they all went home and we covered and all that thing. We only come back then probably in April, you know, and I heard great things from Eugene Evers about how fit they were, and I couldn't believe it. He came back fitter than we left him, so that's just amazing. Like that's just what we're dealing with here. That was individuals on their own, training on their own.
Looking forward, even when I'm chatting to the girls there, they're saying that you want more, you win one Brendan Martin, you want the next one of it. Do you see that in the team they're sticking together? There's a group that have gelled there together that will push on and that will stay together?
Yeah, very much so. I was up with Vicky last week with the underdogs and in Ballyborden, and she just can't wait for training to start again, and let's give it another shot, and it's no fluke, and it'll never be done again. I know it won't be done again ever, but what we did, but we're very special, and it's just special for the whole county though. The whole county is brilliant, and the lift they gave us that year was amazing, to be standing on the sideline and just listen to that energy coming to stand. It sounded like every Meath person in the country was there. So
Eamon, there have been a huge amount of nominations for the Meath ladies team, but I'm sure you felt you could have picked even more that you'd nominate to be there for All Stars. But how big of an achievement is it for the girls to have such an outstanding number of players, but again to be here in such numbers tonight?
Oh, it's amazing. They're all just taking their stride. They're disappointed one didn't get the All Star or the nomination, but they won't mind, and don't be jealous of anybody else. And just a very humble bunch, and that's what we need to keep for next year. And look, at All Stars is important, but it's not everything, you know. And it's great to be here and all that, but these girls are a great bunch, and they won't mind who gets it, as long as a few of them gets it. That's all we ask for, you know. So.
And even when I spoke to you during the league campaign, Eamon, there was just that belief, always. I mentioned it to Niamh O'Sullivan there as well, where you were saying you just wanted them to enjoy themselves. Is that still going to be the message going forward into the championship next year?
I have no chance of changing my attitude, so.
Well, it's a winning one, so you don't need to.
And a lot of people ran me down, but that's what I do. So the lads, it's the coaches who do all the hard work. I just keep the form going. If a girl I them with problems right on, and I try my best to sort it out and keep the parents happy and chat to them as well. And so look, the lads I have with them are marvellous people, and thank God they're all here tonight to witness this just amazing night.
Well, Eamon, enjoy the royal night on the red carpet. I hope it's a really successful night for County Meath, and the best of luck in next year's championship.
Thank you very much, and a special TG Car. I mean, only for TG Car, what we have.
Well, God
bless. Thanks very much.
Well, and is Clean Havies on agus ar nu is Clean a príomh scóralaí agus a grú an Zúcar an gradam a bhí an Clean a tá fáilte róta seach.
Gur míle mágad.
Thula mé gúirta gimmert clifa inniu, céfa ar live.
Oh, go bhuamar, yeah. So
cohorta fas lá. Tásúlam nar chachta sin a gimmert clifa.
No, níor mór an áma gom 3 hour beidir chun gachraí éanamh. Sinna fágan mé písa déanamh.
Oh, well, fair play, gur míle mágad sa chláirt then. Clean ar an gédal síos bhuaithe tú príomh scóralaí na bliana le sór thuspáinta scórna ach Cinsort íireachta a hoig sé ar chunnéid an scórna bhain teach in nach clifa, cinsort oberfórne a bhí gceist.
Oh, yes, cínta gur oberfórne bhí ann, like bhí sí tugam sé na kicking a séir agus na kicking Erica, so like thug sé sin cabhar mórdom ach yeah, chuirmar galore béim ar scóráil im lína agus just leibre sé.
Agus cinsort spirit atá an I gcearlach is dó I brandúch an cían is an céad créimhile I brandúch an cían gan sra ó bhfuil muí na fás an mar bhí sábhas spáinte sé agaí.
Yeah, thug sé galore muí dún, you know, bhí mar cógear le héintrum im lína ach tá méid súil go mór le dul ras agus galore muí na gin former banistóir nua an sin, so siúil go mór le dul leis.
Agus fiú clína leis an breise bhín an clifí is gahard mar sin maríonn se thuach an Russia níos éis gan tréáil forinne a dhéanamh a ríis seachas bheith ar Zoom seachas bheith tréáil éireach.
Glór tréáil a goin réibh a thosaí mar leis an tra, so siúla go mid dul leis go luath agus mid an ann glór tréáil forna dhéanamh go háras a gym agus gachar mar sin.
Agus líonna tugann goil se Jackar suirt an cheiste ragairteach an gapan tú go bhainthaí an éireann ar fad le chéile ó bhfuil cúpla imar beidir bheith a fágáil nó an bhfuil suirt.
No, táid gléir 6 óg, so siúil go mór go bhainna mid le chéile ní méid rééis cluisian faoin den ag fágáil go fóil anyway, so siúil go mór go bhainna mid le chéile.
Agus clíanna ócáid álan an seo ag an Óstan Bannington a nacht ach Kinsert rud a stoi ó héh Carlíide tatuin seo ar san de chunde chomá ach bhfuil sé jazzart fiú búla leis na himmorí bhí a chuine níos luúthe fiú gráin seo aonstrom an le
mé le rinne seachna bhí mar gimmert in ag Queens
Curly Crocker.
So tá sé
So an tríúrád am a bhééis so Curly Crocker híle baintá agus Well, Cliona, is dói rud eile tá an ar leabhainn muid faoin na himráir fád a bhíon an. Is deis beidir ó seoisiú go idirrána go sínsir, fecinn tú an level sin an. An gapan tú ghfuil an caiideán trééis bheith fás a ríistim líana fiú leis an luas leis a glyfa an scéal.
Ó cínta agus an méid tréáil a bhín ar an gléir chuir seach tá sé tá caiideán trééis fiosú go mór like ógur hostig mistic like cúig bliana ó hin tá sé trééis dul aus.
Well, Cliona, gur míle máach leir sin agus fair play got stop an tuair sciopí sin íana go Óstan Bantana bhas
Cliona
hé príomhscóir zúcairn sin agus an grad an búte aice am líana. Agus chuint áar an fáilte chuir rih a rathí ó sé.
Díreid.
Tí smúr goid staí?
Constantasa.
Tá go má, gur míle máad. Tá sé deasamhain seo an Óstan Bannington.
Gradúir tá sé go hónta ar fád agus is tólam chailimar an níos seo an bblion se caite. Agus nuair a formar an gléchra se tarló ríistim líana bhí ás a go chéine.
But you're all go to Hainas Marty, Rachel, Laura Charish.
Well, ní Laura leis le gá blianais, mar uorsa bliana Laura mid le chéile a no, mar baga tá go dót. Tá súl go mór leis agus bín crack maigi me Hennigs Marty go éar an státe.
Da hí te mar hiíoach mach ansíime de gúsaí Pelle rénos ach cechaí nehanna cluí bhaimart in im líana stóil leis an gaiideán agus stói tuspátas na mí sa glufi ceanna.
Is dócha machchain intuir an Thomsa an blian se caite. Bhí daoine féchant maná na mí I bicúr agus a bhráma difriúil ar fad agus chuir gás bhí dtíine transmachanis an craibh idir bheannach a bhachtant agus an sa agus beidir naimí na dhéan chomá tá sé tééis na síseir a bhachtant agus nuair cinnta na himiróí bhí ann agus is tóchas cuine bheith ann I barca chrócaig lán le ceannis go chéine féanna bhlá lé céidir chéine sa chéile chuir le chéile agus an chéile bhí plan difriúil ag maná na mí. Agus is óntaach nuair Harlín sé sin. Is ó hebh na bherde, tógra daoine rá go raibh chance ige muo na lads a bhla agus síach ní dá go bhacha aon duine an bhí ag bula na jobs seachas muinte na míad hain.
Agus sin beidir an bhríocht amhána leis.
Gan dát.
An bhecinn tú go mín sin beidir le tuspáint ar TG Carton ran fáteach sin an le oscín fiche bliana inis agus beidir bhfuil se chursúir leis an gaiidán mar dheal go daoine a feiceáil na caiidán peile.
Mí ná dúra agus man bhfuil an caiidán a gut. Ní leis go múil éonrad a gut. Agus sin éfág míon daoine féchant ar TG Carton, sin éfág míon hartar 60 mí duine barca chrócaig I féchant ar na maná gimmart. Agus go mór má dhéchan tú chuir gás an chluithe na síintear. Chlé óntaach ar fada tá ann, chlé anna hapig, sportúra tá ann chomá, agus tá sé sin ann is le beidir cúglíonna diaag agus go mór a tháinig TG Carton board, mar is cinnas bheith caiithne degant hir sa blian 90 an lecha dó, bhí hartar cúchiad den ann. Céidir nó cúchiad duine ag an gluthe canis, níos tá ciad fé, médig fá ciad fé sin.
Tá, agus go dtíra bhí tusa anastói an bliana ar brisú an choíireacht, bhí níos mún an FA Cup final an. Ach thuúla tusa an gló sin ag lehamma nuair rinneú an fógras dói. Bhí sé dochreidí.
Bhí sé dochréitir fad, agus é le brasandó go chéan duine go raibh degan speisialta ag tarló, agus ní go chéan lá a bhíon tú an nuair a chasan an lehanach I leabhar na staire sin, agus bhí bris agus 60 mí duine an lá céanna. Ach Tá mé nas blianana ag bliana agus bí brisan na choíirechttaí seo an támar fad agus tahégan in isise agus úntaach an rudééis sin agus lá speisialta th éon lá eile a blian. lá clé canis I bell na man. Ga chéim blian. Tá sé tá tetan siad de friúlán ó chluhí eile agus council lent is fearlam sa blian an láistin.
Agus ar nó bhí chuin faoi lá ach ihe dahí bhfuil ihe speisialta in anún go réalta fel na man am léana.
Tá naróntar fadan san ní féidir mu a Spáint ach tá gandópion sim séchtán na gánaí bí me héana agus an ferrí eile chomá is buchas a chéile gandó tá Laur Street in Isige. Le ceapas nar bhí Martin ar an semach le leabhar ceapas go sais leabhar dathú bheán. Ach ní heas is
Tásúlam gur luas seanú.
Dír bheithe snéise tán. Bhí den éigen díomhaoin le líon na pandéma.
Is sé lurg Mike Danny nó sé beidir a tríal ceanna le scríomh. Tá gur mí amach leirte agus bantána bhas níige.
Tásún me gatainna fianna nach ag deachlóg chomá be feic na han. Gur maith agad.
Gur maith dahi.
Slánraí.
Sin agé dahi ó sé leirtin ar nói bé sé a chur an seo I láthair le Marty Morrissey agus na sean chóide ní na sean neamhde ar eisiríiste ar an státe. Ó bhuichas le chulaganna ó fel na man agus ó TG Cahar agus an crú léireachán is cínte go nnéanann se an-difriocht gur féidir an rud beomar se dhéana agus le súla thuirte se agus se súleile ar an action a thuirsúlan. Tá muid súga mór leis gréibh an ar a deachlog is a bhéin a réalta a tosú agus beisi an créalta beo chomá feice sibh céhiúchas amach leis na gradam ag deir na híthe an seo in Óstán Bannington. Má bhuichas le chulagan a bhí páirteach agus na chaile níos na banistóirí chulagan a thug agalah chun na nacht tá súla an gohain sibh féin tanna bhas. Bé me deráis agus bé mis mar láthair a ríist ar fel na man beo bé an sreath le tosú ná duine dermad na réalta a nacht ach bé tiile action a tíocht ar na fácanna imirthe sa bblion na machrún. Go dtí sin, slán agus ihuá.